Welcome to the channel, friends. Hi, this is Amit here from QuickBooks Learning for Beginners. Today we will be learning about how we can go and void the check in QuickBooks, void or delete the check, right? So we will be learning today how we can go and work on the QuickBooks relates to that, and what is the difference between voiding a check in QuickBooks and deleting the check in QuickBooks. So the scenario is like if we void the check in QuickBooks, that would again the shadow of the check will still be the same in the QuickBooks. It will remain the same in the QuickBooks, but if you delete the check, it will be vanished from the QuickBooks itself. It will be completely deleted from the records from your company file. So just to learn about small tips about this difference between voiding and deleting the check, there are some few tips here. So voiding keep the transaction in your records, but the amount goes to zero. So if you create a check and if you void that check, the amount on the check will become zero. Let's say if it is $100 check and you void the check, the amount will become zero there, and the check number, the date, payee amount will remain the same for this check. So whatever the check number, date of the check you have mentioned, you have entered, it will be there in the system, and that would help us in audit report. Like if you run an audit report, audit trial report, it will be helpful for the accountants, that yes, you can get the reference from that. That's it, says good for audit trial bookkeeping accuracy, and when you want proof that the check was cancelled. The original expense or the payment is removed, but the check history says that yes, the check is voided, so you avoided the check. That's what it will say. And on the other side, if you need it for the reconciliation purpose or auditing purpose for the future, you will be getting that in the reports itself. So the physical check will remain the same, but the amount on that check will turn as zero. And what about deleting the check? Deleting the check is when you delete the check will never be created. It will not show you the information where yes, if the check it was created or not, right? So there would be no trace in the register in the checklist about that check. On the other side, we have, let's say we have deleted the check, it will not show up in the records, in the reports. That's what we will be learning today. Let me just minimize this window, and let's go and check that in QuickBooks. We are doing this entry in QuickBooks itself. So we are going to the banking first and clicking on write check here. The file which we have opened is again a sample file, and that's the desktop enterprise version of QuickBooks. We are practicing on. It says check. So we are just, let's go and find out the previous check if it is there. That's again a paycheck. We are not we don't need the paycheck here. We just need a simple check which is there in the system. Yeah, that's a normal check. You can see that. uh, let's go and void this check. It is going from the check-in account. As you can see, the bank account, it's Timberloft Lumber. That's the name of the vendor, you can see, and the date you have it is that's for next year, and no issues. Let's go and write down the let's go and void this check, right? The amount it says is 1610. And how we void the check is we go to edit option at the top menu, and then click on void bill payment check. So because that's a check against the bill we have created, so let's go and do that. You can see as soon as we have voided the check, the amount on the check has turned to zero. So the check is been zeroed, rest all the other information is the same. So the check will remain in the system, and if I click on save and close at the bottom, it will be saved with the zeroed amount. And if we go and delete here, you can see the delete on the top tab. There's a tab there which says delete. So if we go and click on delete, it will be removed from the completely removed from the QuickBooks file, and it will not show up in the reports, right? If we run a banking audit trail report or any other report, it will not show up there. So let's go and save it from the bottom. It says QuickBooks lets you to do this, but you need to be careful. You use the check for the pay some small bills. If you change it, QuickBooks will also change how it applies the payment to the bill. Say yes to that. So you can see the check sound that's saved now. So that has been voided in the QuickBooks. And if you want to see the check again in the reports, let's say if your accountant wants to see the report for that, that's 513 was a check number. We go to banking, then we go to missing checks report. That's the checking name on the account. That's the checking account, the same account we paid the check to. That's 513. That's 177,200. We are scrolling it down. So it's a list of all the checks we have it. Either it's a liability check report, or it's a paycheck report, or you can see it's a normal bill payment check. So 513, that's there it is, Timberloft Lumber. That's the check we have, and it shows zeroed out here. So the check is, and it says voided, right? You can see under memo, void 1896. If I go and double click on here, it will show up the same check. You can see it says zeroed. So the check is already there in the QuickBooks, but it has shown up as zeroed and it's been voided. So if I go and delete the check here, are you sure you want to delete this reconcile transaction? Let's go and click on OK to that. And again, we are going to the reports at the top, banking, the same report, let's say. So 513. So 513 check, the one which we have deleted is not there. The which shows up that's zeroed out here. It shows only for till 512, right? So 513 check is missing here. So that's how we have learned how we can go and void the check in QuickBooks and delete the check in QuickBooks, and the difference between these two, voiding the check and deleting the check in QuickBooks Desktop. Again, just to recap, voiding is something which will still remain, the check will still remain the same in the system. And just important thing is, before doing these transactions in your company file, make sure you take a backup in QuickBooks Desktop. And once you have taken the backup, then you can perform these activities. So at least if there's any problem comes with the file, you should have a reference for the old file, and you can restore that backup file, right? So on the other side, there's an important update going on. There's an important sale going on for QuickBooks customers or customers who wants to buy QuickBooks online. There's a sale amount going on for Black Friday sale, which has been 70% discount for first 3 months, plus 1 month would be an extra free if you buy the QuickBooks from my link below. I'll be mentioning in the description. So the sale is for the limited period till December. So we can opt for that sale, and that would be helpful for you for the seasonal discounts, right? That's Black Friday sale, 70% off for first 3 months. That's only for the online subscriptions, not for the desktop, right? Thank you very much. Stay tuned with us for another video, right? And please like, subscribe the channel. Thank you very much, and you have a good day. You have a blessed day. Take care. Bye.